New tonight, if you're flying Allegiant to Las Vegas, get ready to adjust your travel plans. The popular carrier is moving. CBS Austin's Fred Cantu is at their new home right now. Fred, their move is bringing to life a new area of the airport that's been dormant for years.
That's right. It's a reawakening of the South Terminal here at ABIA. Really hadn't been used for years, but the city found someone willing to invest $12 million in remodeling the place, giving it an Austin kind of vibe, and putting it back to its intended use. The busy Barbara Jordan terminal at ABIA can sometimes get a little overwhelming. That's why Allegiant Air is moving out.
We think it'll be very low stress for our passengers.
But they're not going far. They'll soon be moving their operations to ABIA's smaller, more nimble South Terminal.
It'll allow us to turn our planes more quickly, and operationally wise, it's a great fit for how we like to operate our airline.
If you didn't know ABIA had a South Terminal, you're not alone. It opened in 2008 to provide direct service to Mexico, but that didn't last. Since then, it's been closed, except for the occasional Air Force One flight into Austin. But now a private investor, Lone Star Airport Holdings, sees opportunity. They believe passengers will be attracted to small-town airport service in a big city like Austin.
It's on a small scale, and walking distances are short, and the processing times will be easier and take less time than they do at other larger airports.
And if the service is too fast, there's a payoff.
Passengers who clear security and are waiting to board their departing flight have the choice of staying here indoor or exiting out onto a pavilion area where there'll be food and beverage and music provided al fresco.
And something else old school here at the South Terminal is they don't have those jetways, those enclosed bridges up to the plane. Here you're actually going to go outside and be able to climb up the stairs to the airplane, turn around and wave goodbye, just like the president. By the way, Allegiant will begin serving Austin from this location on April 13th. We're live at ABIA. Fred Cantu, CBS Austin News.
You know, people really do that, and it just holds up the rest of the line.
When they start waving?
Yes,
yeah.
And they have their friend take a picture. But nice retro feel out there. Thanks, Fred.
A new terminal opening next month in Austin caters to those looking to spend less when they travel. The South Terminal sits just behind ABIA.
$12 million in renovations are supposed to make it feel like a trip back to the 1950s. KXAN's Lauren Landman takes a look.
Rushing to a gate and searching for your flight isn't what the South Terminal is about. It's a smaller area with only 3 gates with the goal of being easy.
We think the South Terminal, with its setup and with the size of it, will be very easy for them to use and be very low stress for our passengers.
The waiting area is completely normal. It's what you would see in every other airport, but the way you board a plane is completely different. You have to actually walk outside onto the tarmac and board using air stairs.
We leverage that, essentially that weakness, and turn it into a strength by creating a terminal that embraces kind of that mid-century modern design and vibe.
But they aren't forgetting Austin. Passengers waiting for their plane will have a chance to listen to live music and eat from a food truck at an outdoor patio. Operating in a low-cost terminal could mean more savings for the passenger. The terminal has a dedicated 1,000-space parking lot at $7 a day. And the price of a plane ticket could go down with more airline competition. But the biggest goal is to eliminate some of the congestion at the main terminal.
The Austin Airport is pretty much at its capacity for passenger traffic.
With 36 flights a day, the South Terminal could accommodate 500,000 passengers a year. Lauren Landman, KXAN News.
And the first flight out of the South Terminal is set for April 13th. It's still part of ABIA. However, a private entity, Lone Star Airport Holdings, operates it under a contract with the City of Austin under a 30-year operating lease. The new terminal is one way ABIA is trying to handle steady growth in air passengers.
For perspective, we looked back at the increase in passenger traffic in the past 5 years. March is one of the busiest months at ABIA, mostly because of South by Southwest. In March of 2012, nearly 826,000 passengers traveled in and out of the airport. By last March, that number grew to well over 1 million passengers. The airport will likely top that number this coming March, this month.
We're here.
Here we are.
There it is.
Here we are.
We all know it. We can see it. Austin's growing at a rapid rate, causing problems on the roads and on the tarmac as well.
That's right. And ABIA has almost reached passenger capacity. But KVU's Jay Wallace joins us to explain a new addition that should help alleviate this congestion. Jay?
Yeah, well, back in 2008, ABIA turned one of its buildings into an international terminal through the low-cost Mexican airline Viva Aerobus. But due to the recession beginning a year later, the addition broke down. So now, in about a month, a terminal will be back in that location just for a different purpose.
So here is the future TSA checkpoint.
From one terminal to two.
They needed additional capacity at this airport.
As Austin continues to grow, Austin Bergstrom International Airport needs more flights. So enter Lone Star Airport Holdings.
The transformation here has been remarkable.
And enter the new South Terminal, a 50s and 60s themed area, taking a step into the past with its decor.
Not only does it link historical Austin into the mix, it also reinforces our interest in mid-century modern design cues.
This is where you will be able to find 8 total stations for ticketing. There will also be self-serving kiosks on the side where you can print out your tickets on your own. And in between each desk will be scales where you can weigh your luggage. You will be able to do all your checking in here before going to security. And behind these windows to the right will be an outdoor dining area where you can relax before boarding your plane.
I think it's a first for a major Texas airport and enjoy food and beverage and music on an outdoor patio. I think it's going to be a home run.
Not only will this new terminal bring 36 flights a day and 500,000 a year, this addition should also bring 30 full-time employees, not including airline or TSA staff.
Demand for air travel will continue to grow in Austin.
So this terminal's first flight is set to take place in a little more than a month, April 13th. But you will have to take a different route than going to the South Terminal compared to the Barbara Jordan Terminal. To check out this alternate set of directions, we clarify that route for you on our website, KV.com. Quita, back to you.
All right, Jay, thank you very much.
In just 6 weeks, 2 airlines will be moving to a different part of Austin Bergstrom International Airport. Allegiant and Texas Sky will relocate to the South Terminal. Our Jeff Stensland shows us what travelers can expect.
This is the main entrance to the South Terminal here at Austin Bergstrom International Airport. You'll have to take a new route to get to it. You'd be going down 183 and then up to Burleson Road before ending up here, but this will be the new home for Allegiant Air in just the next couple weeks. In fact, April 13th, Allegiant Air will be moving out of the main terminal of Austin Bergstrom International Airport and across the airfield over here to its new 3-gate location here. They'll be sharing this with another smaller airline, but what this means for Allegiant is ability to actually have its own space to grow. It now serves 10 different destinations, as well as also to be able to uphold its brand of being an ultra low-cost carrier. What that means is it's essentially kind of an a la carte type airline. You don't have to pay for services that you don't want. Conversely, you do have to pay for everything from using an overhead bin to maybe perhaps reserving a seat. Now, Allegiant came to Austin in 2013 with just nonstop service to Vegas. They say now they're serving 10 destinations, and this allows them to grow even more.
The ease of use here will be probably less stress than a more congested terminal, and so getting through security and getting here will definitely be probably more navigable, maybe a little bit more easier for the passengers.
Now, there was talk last year of having Frontier Airlines also move over here to the South Terminal. Recently, they changed their model to be an ultra-low-cost carrier like Allegiant and Spirit Airlines. However, we are being told that right now those negotiations are still ongoing. For the time being, Frontier will stay over in the main terminal. But if you are flying Allegiant, the date to mark is April 13th. That will be the day that you'll want to come out here to the South Terminal and again take that little route down 183 to Burleson to come in the south side. En ABIA, Jeff Stensland, Spectrum News.
Bueno, y atención para todos los residentes de Austin, y es que ahora el aeropuerto de la ciudad ha anunciado nuevos vuelos directos a distintos destinos en todo el país, y estos serán en la nueva Terminal Sur. Ahora habrá vuelos directos a ciudades como Cincinnati, Cleveland, Fort Walton, Indianapolis, Albuquerque, Victoria, Texas y Las Vegas, entre otros. Todo esto se logró gracias a una inversión de $12 millones.
En estos momentos vamos a tener 2 compañías utilizando el terminal, que es Allegiant y Texas Sky. Y yo creo que los pasajeros de estas compañías van a encontrar una experiencia más fácil, más rápido y más divertido, porque es un poquito diferente. Vamos a tener un área para comer de fuera que nadie tiene en Texas. So, va a ser una experiencia buena.
Con eso también se generan 30 nuevos empleos de tiempo completo, sin incluir el personal de la aerolínea. Además, tendrá 1,000 cajones de estacionamientos adicionales.
In just 6 weeks, 2 airlines will be moving to a different part of Austin Bergstrom International Airport. Allegiant and Texas Sky will relocate to the South Terminal. Our Jeff Stensland shows us what travelers can expect.
Construction crews are still hard at work on the newest addition to Austin's airport. In 6 weeks, this will be where all Allegiant and Texas Sky passengers go to catch a flight. ABIA used its South Terminal for about a year, but it sat empty for the better half of the past decade. Lone Star Airport Holdings has a 30-year lease for the South Terminal.
We've tried to, adapt the facility to meet the modern day needs of air travelers, but do it in a way that speaks to that mid-century period.
A photo of Austin's Miller Airport Tower welcomes travelers in a quaint 3-gate terminal that serves ultra-low-cost carriers.
It provides a very easy way for people to find the ticket counter, ease of use to find the checkpoint, ease of use to find the gates.
One of the nice things about the South Terminal is you can walk up here to the front door, kind of go through a small security checkpoint area, and then be outside waiting for your plane within a couple minutes. This area will soon allow travelers to enjoy a snack, live music, and Austin weather before heading out of town.
They'll be able to watch aircraft taxiing and taking off and landing, and it just offers something really unique.
Those flying out of the main terminal should also notice some relief.
That kind of alleviates some of the crowded conditions we have in our current Barbara Jordan terminal. It also opens us up for more air service opportunities for Austin.
Meaning your next flight out of Austin could save you money and time. At ABIA, Jeff Stensland, Spectrum News.
The South Terminal opens in mid-April. Allegiant and Texas Sky passengers should enter the airport by taking 183 to Burleson Road. If you forget, don't worry, a shuttle will run between both terminals.
Warmer temperatures heading here this weekend.
Erica, thanks a lot. As Austin continues to grow at a rapid rate, a developer is working to expand capacity over at Austin Bergstrom International Airport by revamping a terminal that hasn't been used in a few years. Back in 2008, ABIA turned one of its buildings into an international terminal for a low-cost Mexican airline. But due to the recession, the addition didn't work out. Now, in about a month, a terminal will be back in that location, just for a different purpose. The new terminal will have a theme from the 1950s and 60s. The concept connects with the fact passengers will board planes by going outside the terminal and using air stairs.
Not only does it link historical Austin into the mix, it also reinforces our interest in mid-century modern design cues.
So it's old school or vintage or retro. Not only will this new building bring 36 flights a day, the addition should bring 30 full-time employees. That's the good thing, not including airline or TSA staff. The terminal's first flight set to take place April 13th.
What are air stairs? I really want to know what those are.
It sounds like a dance from the 80s.
Yeah.
To do the air stairs. I don't know what
I bet we could do that pretty good.
Probably figure something out.
Well, passengers flying Allegiant from Austin to Las Vegas are going to be noticing some changes soon at the airport. Next month, Allegiant will move out of the main terminal at ABIA to the South Terminal. South Terminal, it's been closed for years now. The city, though, found a partner willing to invest $12 million and give the terminal an Austin vibe.
Passengers who clear security and are waiting to board their departing flight have the choice of staying here indoor or exiting out onto a pavilion area where there'll be food and beverage and music provided al fresco.
Only in Austin, right? Because you hear music. Allegiant will begin operations out of the South Terminal on April 13th.
I'm the CEO of Lone Star Airport Holdings, and we have been granted a 30-year operating and lease agreement with the City of Austin Aviation Department for the South Terminal here at Austin Bergstrom Airport. Today we are 6 weeks from the opening of this terminal. On April 13th, if you're flying Allegiant or Texas Sky, you'll be flying from the South Terminal. And this is the first time there'll be 2 terminals at Austin Bergstrom since 2008, when this terminal was last operational. So I encourage you, if you're flying Allegiant or Texas Sky, to plan a few extra moments and map your journey to the South Terminal via your iPhone or your car's GPS system. Once here, you can park. There's 1,000 parking spots at $7 a day, and you could either walk to the terminal or take one of our shuttle buses. We are excited about the terminal opening and encourage you guys to come take a look after April 13th.